Hi guys, today I'm gonna review the It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better. Your Skin But Better? What? Your Skin But Better CC Cream Plus Oil Free Matte. Let's talk about some of the things that this CC cream claims. So this is a poreless finish full coverage CC cream plus anti-aging hydrating serum plus SPF 40 UVA UVB bot spectrum physical sunscreen. So developed with plastic surgeons, your skin but better CC plus cream oil free matte with SPF 40 delivers color correcting full coverage cream, anti-aging skincare and SPF 40. All with a poreless, natural-looking matte finish that lasts. This multitasking complexion perfecting breakthrough instantly camouflage skin imperfection, including dark spots, without creasing and cracking, and is clinically tested to reduce shine and control oil up to 12 hours. It is also infused with charcoal to detoxify, clay to absorb oil, and tea tree extract to combat blemishes, plus an advanced anti-aging serum that made with hydrolyzed collagen, peptides, niacin, hyaluronic acid, vitamins, antioxidants. You will see proper result instantly and more dramatic result. We have to see does the CC cream lift up the clay. It's the end of the day. You see me apply during the morning. So my skin is clean and moisturized, and now I will go into prime my face with like two primers. The first one is like the Hello Fab Coconut Skin Smoothing Primerizer from First Aid Beauty, and I will prime with another half of my face. I will try on with like Hangover RX. So both of the primers are like coconut based primer. It's very hydrating, and I have really dry skin, especially on the chin area. Both are like quite hydrating primers. They're silicone-free primers. Feels nice. So this is the 8cc cream oil-free matte foundation, and I will try this on. I'm using the shade medium. So the texture is really thick, and I will use 2 pumps to apply it on my skin. So it's really thick. It's like a cream, not like a mousse, like the Rimmel Matte kind of mousse, like some of the very thick primers. It's not that thick. It has a lot of moisture in it, it seems. Very nice coverage. It has 40 SPF, and it's all physical sunscreen, which I love. even though I still use chemical sunscreen on a daily basis. It's really difficult to find sunscreen that has like physical SPF and it's not like ashy or it's too thick to use under makeup. Sometimes I just feel like chemical sunscreen and you add on some physical sunscreen on top of it will make it really good protection on the skin. And don't just rely on sunscreen on like foundation or CC creams, because you need a lot more than you think. It seems a little light, but if you see my neck, my face is a little bit darker than the rest of my body. I use like quite a bit of it, but you can see it covered like half of my majority of my face already, and I feel like I can use one pump. I've used their like original CC cream and their illuminating one. I used to really love it, but I feel like the orange peel oil or like the citrus smell there just sort of irritated my skin quite a lot when my skin is really like irritated, obviously. And it's a phototoxic ingredient as well, so I feel like I should stop using it as like my sunscreen. Even though it feels really hydrating, it doesn't last on the skin. It's like on the 4-hour mark, it usually will like completely break off in my chin and mouth area. Don't know why. I set it with powder as well. It's not a really long lasting formula. It's really thick. It hides pores for sure, but I just okay. I think this is way better than the original one. The original one I have to use like 3 to 4 pumps to build up the coverage, but this one seems to, maybe it's because it's a matte formula and it seems a lot higher coverage than the original one. The illuminating one has a lot of micro like shimmers in it. It's not like illuminating it in the way that it's like really hydrating. It's just there's a little speckles of shimmer in it, and it alters the shades. I use like medium in their products, and it's quite a yellow kind of like shade, but when I use the illuminating one, it's really pink, and I think it's because of the mica or like some kind of like shimmer that it's really silver and alter the shade. I think I blend quite well right now. So I'll be using Too Faced Born This Way multi-use concealer to slightly highlight my under eyes, highlight areas. I just use a really little, a small dot. 1, 2, a little bit here, and just under the chin, here, and then use this as a base for my eyelids. I use the shade Natural Beige. It's a really full coverage concealer. You need just a tiny little bit and it will go a really long way. And it's quite warm, the shade, which I found that it's the most flattering shade on my face. I feel like sometimes if the foundation is really pink or like cool, it could look a little bit ashy, but I'm not as warm as I used to be. Since using sunscreen, I'm a lot less tan, which not a bad thing. You have to protect your skin. It looks really glowy, but it's matte. It's not like reflective, but it's like you can see there's still some glow in my skin. I think it's like a satin finish where it's like matte but with a hint of glow. It doesn't have like it doesn't show a lot of texture in my skin, which in my chin and upper lip area it's quite textured. It really hides my pores here. It really conceals some of the redness here. It's a really flawless CC cream. I feel like this is not a CC cream, more like a foundation. And now I will set my face using Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. Even though I have dry skin, I really like to use powder to set under my eyes, my chin, my upper lip, because things tend to break there. It just breaks up, doesn't last as long in this area of my face. I wear glasses as well, so things will rub off under my glasses pads and the rim. I almost run out of this powder. It's really a beautiful powder. It smooths the skin. It sets things in place. I don't bake. It gives me a lot of texture. I used to try to bake and it's trouble for my skin. Really troublesome for my skin. And now I will set the rest of my face using the same powder, but it's the shade medium. I feel like this is a little too neutral for my taste, so I will use shade medium, which is really yellow. I don't know, I don't use it to set all my face. Sometimes I use it as like a bronzer because it's so warm. But this foundation seems a little too light and neutral for me. So I feel like using this to set the perimeter of my face is a really good choice. You should try this powder if you haven't tried it. I have yet to try the Too Faced Peach powder, but this powder is truly amazing. I've tried the RCMA no color powder. It doesn't work on my skin for some reason. It just sets into my fine lines under my eyes. It just makes me really dry and crackly and oily at the same time. I don't know why, but people praise that RCMA powder is really good. Maybe back in the days my skin isn't as good as my skin now. So I will set my face using Morphe's Continuous Setting Spray. Just slightly pat it in. I feel like patting in the setting spray usually helps to lock in the thing. Sometimes when you just leave it on, there's like a splash. And now I will bronze my face using Maybelline City Bronzer. I use the shade Deep Cool. It's the only shade left and it's on sale, so I would like to try it. It's relatively warmer than other bronzer that I use. Usually you should just pat. Don't swipe, just pat and knock off the excess on your wrist. Just press it, put it onto the skin. It's really warm and orange. A little tan is good, but not too orange. Don't love that, but I like the shade. It's warmer than most of the bronzer that I use. Most of them are quite yellow tone. This one is quite warm and orange and red. I will just blend the bronzer for a bit using IT Cosmetics ball brush. This one. It's the Heavenly Luxe Flawless Powder Brush. I bought this in a set and I find it to be quite good, except for the foundation brush. It just shreds everywhere. Don't know why. The only brush that's up in that set. And then I will use a blush. It's the Too Faced Like My Melon blush from the Tutti Frutti Fruit Cocktail Brush Duo series. It's not really glowy. It has like a shimmer and a matte bronzer. It's not really shimmery. It smells like watermelon candy. So I will put my blush here, very end here, to add some blush on my skin. Don't want to look that. And then I will blend it out again using the brush. Doesn't have any product on it. And then I will slightly contour my face using my Makeup Geek bronzer in the shade, I can't remember the shade, but it's like on sale. It's a cool tone one. Complicated Cool Medium Contour shade. It's quite nice. So I would tap it, slightly tap it, and then I would just slightly brush off some of the excess. And then I will use a fan brush to just slightly contour my face to just add extra, slightly bit more dimension to my face. And for highlighting, I'll be using the Maybelline Master Chrome by Face Studio in the shade Molten Gold. Really pretty color. Like, don't know, can you see that? Like here, really warm, really gold. I used to use that fan brush to like brush on the highlight, but I seem to like these kind of brush. Just slightly knock off the excess, and then I will just tap it. Tap it. Tap it on the cheekbones. Tap it on the cheekbones again. Just slightly. Now I will set my face again with all my powder products on my face. And now I will do my brows. I don't usually fill them up, I just use the Urban Decay brow and down. I use the shade Dark Drapes. This have like a primer. Just brush it on. It's a really natural kind of like a brow duo. I used to fill them in like they are like until they're like dark, midnight dark. And then some people tell me that I look like a crazy man with a very thick and like comic brow. I don't hate it, but it's like I want to look natural, not the way that you think. It's like I just want to look a bit more like brow with hair than like just a streak of brown or black on my eyes, on my brows. It's really natural, love. And then I will use the bronzer again on my lids as a shadow. I will just blend it right from the bottom of my lash line up to the crease to warm up my eyes and give them some definition and warmth. It smells like some bath products, the bronzer. It has some cocoa powder in it, but I smell like it smells like some coconut, like I don't know how to describe coconut milk or something like that. And then I will use brush, a synthetic brush out on the lids, so just in the front. It's a really soft highlight to add some dimension on my eyes. And that's my look for today. I'll be testing out how long wearing this foundation is. I hope that it lasts on my skin. Let me check the time. So it's 11. You see the time, 11:18. Right now I will try to wear this for as long as I could, maybe like 8 hours. We'll see how good this foundation is. Let's talk about how oily I look. So it's 6:45, about like 7 to 8 hours of wear. I look quite greasy. Let's check this out. My forehead is definitely really shiny. My chin, my upper lip, if you can see, there's like some fuzzy bits that's like crackly. It looks pretty dry down here, but like my forehead looks quite shiny. My under eyes look perfect. Some rubbed off like really oily here because I wear glasses, and maybe it's like rubbing here and there's a lot of grease. I don't know. Like here, around here, it's quite oily. It's quite dry here. On my nose, on the tip of my own nose, is quite. You can see the shine. Like, but I quite like it. It feels a little dry down the mouth area for like around 3 hours. It slightly breaks down here. It's nothing really too serious. It's just that my skin is really dry, patchy, and it just clings everywhere. Let's see. Let's use our blotting paper to see how oily I am. I don't really see a visible difference between like the Too Faced primer on this side and the First Aid Beauty primer on this side. I don't really see a difference. Like, they're not oil controlling. They're just like hydrating primer that helps grip the foundation a little better. Let's see on the Too Faced side. On the forehead, you can see there. You can still see some shine here. Like the highlighter stays on both sides, but the blush, maybe here. Oh, there's some transfer from here because my glasses is just rubbing here all day long. It's not that the foundation is bad, it's just when you're constantly contacting the place, it just sort of like rubs off. Alright, let's see the other side. bit less oily on this side, but it doesn't appear to be like less oily. Let's see. Well, definitely you can see there's like a big patch of like grease. Big patch of foundation is missing here and here. It looks dry here. Let's try to powder my face and see how it looks. Haven't done anything to this foundation. It's like I haven't touched up. It's just the same. I'm using Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder in the shade Light Fair number 10. I just recently bought this powder and want to see how well this powder works. It definitely really has a really beautiful finish after I re-powder my face. Let's see. You can see it's really dry down the mouth. Let's try a setting spray and see how this helps using the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. Still drying down. The forehead looks really good. Like the cheeks, like in this side, it's just rub off here, and the upper lip area just looks really dry. I guess overall I really like this foundation. Like the CC cream is a really great foundation to use. It doesn't have any fragrance ingredients. It's a really clean product. It has like 12 shades, I believe. It's a little not enough if I say it like lightly. I would prefer that they expand on the shade range from 12 to like at least 20. It's not like a tinted moisturizer where one shade can fit into like a few people. It's like a full coverage. You can see like some of the redness here. It did cover it up, like some of my redness in here, like here. Also this little guy. It's a full coverage cream. They should have like launched like 20 shades in the beginning. It's not that really difficult to like bring in a wider range of shades in variation, but they decide not to do that for like their CC cream because it's like a CC cream. Overall, I think it's a really nice product. If you have tried it, tell me how you feel about it. I know there's something changing about it. Like this founder or CEO like left the company recently. I hope like something changed in the company that we can have more shade for like their most popular product. Hopefully see you guys soon. Bye for now.